Hello everybody, my name is Ashton Thompson, and today I'm going to be talking about the importance of finding the right personal computer and why it should be an important investment to everyone. To start off, some data from the Nielsen National Panel from February of 2017. 82% of all people own a laptop or a desktop computer. Now you'd think with most people owning computers, they would understand the severity of doing research before they purchase a computer, but sadly this isn't the case. I personally work in computer sales and I see every day people buy laptops, desktops that aren't going to meet their needs. They only really buy it because it's a cheaper price. And usually they spend under $500, which can typically get you a lower end to middle end computer. Now, when researching a computer, there's three things to look at: longevity, functionality, and performance. Longevity just comes hand in hand with quality of the parts. So if you get a good computer with a newer processor or a faster type of storage, generally it's going to last you longer than a computer with lesser value. Also, build quality is usually better with computers above $500, with the material usually being aluminum instead of a cheaper plastic. So not only will a computer last longer from internal wear and tear, but also external physical damage. Functionality is another important part of the computer as well. Some people need their computer for certain things, and not all computers can do everything. For instance, some work computers need programs that are a little bit more demanding and would need more processing power from the computer. Also, different operating systems can limit to what you can actually run, so it's important to keep that in mind. Lastly is performance. Is the computer you're wanting going to actually perform the way you want it to? Most of the time, this is a harder thing to know right off the bat, and it usually takes a little bit of research to see if it's actually the computer that you're going to want. After all this being said, there is one computer line that stands out from the rest in regards to its rating in these three categories, and that's Apple's Macintosh computers. Now, of course, I am talking about the newer Mac computers, as the one that debuted in 1984 is a little bit irrelevant in today's terms. And the current lines included three different computer series of the MacBook, the iMac, and the Mac Mini. One of the biggest questions people do ask about Apple is what makes them so special? So, to start off, they tend to perform better because their software is designed especially for their hardware. With Windows computers, on the other hand, you have an operating system called Windows 10, and it's run on HP, Dell, Lenovo, Samsung, and many more. And however, with Macintosh computers, the only computers running the Mac OS are their computers. And when they design their operating system, they design it keeping in mind the parts that they have in their laptops and computers. Now, to mention back to the three important things about a computer, because of the hardware working so efficiently with the software, the device doesn't work as hard, so it tends to last longer as well. And this longevity is not only attributed to the software, but also the build quality as well, with high quality materials and designs such as the aluminum unibody in the MacBooks. Now, in regards to performance and functionality, each series and model is aimed towards a different usage. If you're looking for a desktop computer that is to be stationary or have a monitor setup, then you'd want to go with the iMac or the Mac Mini. Now, the iMac is an all-in-one, which means that the computer is built in the back of the monitor, and this computer offers 4 different models with different storage capacities, processing powers, and resolutions. So you can go with the bottom one for everyday usage, and maybe the 2 higher ones if you're doing more demanding programs or wanting to do anything like graphic editing. And then you've got the Mac Mini, which offers very similar models, but instead of being an all-in-one, it's a flattened cube about 7.5 inches wide and 1.5 inches tall. Now, if you want something portable, on the other hand, you're going to want to go with one of the MacBooks. Each MacBook is similar to how the other models have certain models for certain usages, and you've got the MacBook and the MacBook Air, which is for casual use. It's everyday use, just kind of using your computer for school or work, nothing too much. And then you've also got the Pro, on the other hand, which is for more avid users and has a lot more features to it and a lot more compatibility with more demanding programs. Now, one good thing about the portability of the MacBook is that each MacBook sports a crazy thin design, under 0.6 inches, with the MacBook being right at 0.14 inches. They're also very light in comparison to other computers, with most Windows computers being 3.2 to 3.7 pounds, with the heaviest of the MacBooks being the MacBook Pro, only at 3 pounds, and then the MacBook Air at 2.75 pounds, and lastly the MacBook right at 2 pounds. Now, the biggest reason people don't want to go with MacBooks is that even after Apple has proved themselves time and time again they're a company that is ahead of everyone else, people can't really justify the price. So, each Mac is above $1,000 except for the Mac Mini, which is right at $800, with prices for the MacBook Pro reaching right above $2,000. And the big things people got to think about is that either one, you can buy a Windows computer that costs $500 to $600 and it can last you 3 to 4 years. It might not give you the performance you want, or you can go with a Mac and get something that will last about 7 to 10 years. Granted, it'll be more initially. You'll have something that performs better in the long run. Hopefully with this information, you'll make an informed decision on purchasing your next personal computer. And my name is Ashton Thompson. Thank you guys for listening today. Y'all have a great day.